and another $10,000 to West Bend Mutual Insurance over the course of 3 years, which would total the more than $72,000 she stole. She also has to do 40 hours of community service at a nonprofit.
Prosecutors say if Marlowe breaks the terms of her diversion agreement, they'll ask a grand jury to indict her. In Dayton, for the I-Team, I'm John Bedell, News Center 7.
And we have heard from the Boys and Girls Club. It told us in spring of 2022, our organization discovered several club policy violations that prompted a comprehensive investigation and financial review of all management policies and procedures to further strengthen the organization's finances and operations going forward. Now, this matter has been resolved, and the club has recovered all relevant amounts. New on WHIO TV tonight, Pat Sajak says after 41 seasons as host of Wheel of Fortune, he's retiring next year. Sajak tweeted that this season, which actually starts in September, will be his last. The 76-year-old has been hosting the popular game show with Vanna White since 1982. The head of game shows at Sony Pictures Television released a statement on the announcement saying, "We are incredibly grateful and proud to have had Pat as our host for all these years, and we look forward to celebrating his outstanding career throughout the upcoming season." He also said, Sajak has agreed to be a consultant on the show for 3 years after his last season hosting, so he'll be staying close to the Wheel of Fortune family. Wheel of Fortune airs weeknights at 7 right here on WHIO.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with meteorologist Robert Gauthreaux III.
For the former weatherman, I might add, Pat Sajak, in Los Angeles, I believe.
Okay.
And so...
I don't know him like you know him.
No, well, I know famous weathermen. Makes sense.
I know a few
David
famous
Letterman,
weathermen.
Indianapolis.
Look at you go. All your weather knowledge. Mm-hmm. Well, the good thing is that we have you here tonight.
Yes.
And you can explain to us why I should probably close my windows, maybe?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you miss leaving them open because the air has been so bad, well, you could open them tonight, but it's going to be chilly, so you might want to keep them closed again because temperatures are already in the mid to low 50s across the region. Here's a look outside in Piqua. Hello to all my bingo people in Piqua if you're watching. Hope you're having a nice evening. We're looking at some pretty chilly conditions right now. In fact, in Dayton at the moment, 54 degrees with winds out of the west-southwest. They're not too strong, about 7 miles per hour. So I might feel a little bit chilly with that wind. In fact, I've had to lower our minimum temperature for tonight down to the upper 40s because we're already at 54 degrees, a little bit cooler than I anticipated. So many places could reach the upper 40s tonight, including Dayton. Right now, you're looking at 53 in Troy, 53 in Sydney, 55 in Wapakoneta. Overall, it is a cool evening, but we did get kind of warm today, certainly cooler than average. We at least broke the 70s in Dayton. Many of you did not hit the 70s. In fact, the only other town, at least on this map, is Wilmington. Got up to about 72 degrees, and we weren't even at 70 degrees that long. It just peaked at 70 degrees before it went back down into the 60s. Temperatures now again in the low 50s already in Urbana and Springfield. You can see that there. And we're about 8 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. Some of that is because of the rain, but at this point, a lot of the rain was letting up, and so a lot of this is really due to the cold front that moved through the region and has brought a lot of cool air, not just to Ohio, but much of the Midwest as well. So a very cool evening, a cool night tonight as well, probably the coolest of the week. Now, the front that actually brought us the cool air is what's stemming the shower activity into parts of New York, and honestly, it hasn't moved that much. So they've been seeing some good rainfall out there. But you'll notice the swirl with a lot of this rain, and I'll center it right around here over Lake Michigan. You can see where we actually have a little bit of rotation with this area of low pressure. Now, rain goes counterclockwise around areas of low pressure, and why that's important is because look at the backside of this low. That rain right there, we're going to be getting some of that. In fact, some computer models take quite a bit of rain across the region. You can see here the futurecast, a few showers coming in into the overnight hours and in the afternoon, and then it just keeps on coming. So if you take a look at some of these forecast rain totals, I think this might be a little bit aggressive with some of the rainfall, but I do think we're going to see some good rain moving through Wednesday. So just keep that in mind, or Tuesday, I should say. And that's not the only day for rain. We actually expect some scattered showers on Wednesday. Thursday is storm possible, a few showers late Saturday. So if you didn't see rain, even though I highly doubt it yesterday, there's a good chance you could see it tomorrow and in the coming days.
Sponsored by Moore's Home in Ashley.